Welt Rheaume. Remember, folks, we are in hurricane season, but, here in South Florida or in Florida, you're in storm season all the time because torrential downpours can happen at any time, and that could cause floods, that could cause leaks in your roof, wind events, all of that. Once it hits 40 miles an hour, it could start causing roof damage. I don't know if you know that. So call Welt Rheaume. They will send their adjusters. Never call the insurance company. So save this number. Maybe you don't need it now, but you might need it later. 954-966-4646. They'll send their adjusters. They will deal with the insurance company. You'll never have to deal with the insurance company. Just pick up the check at the office. 954-966-4646. How you feeling, my man? You feeling good?
Yeah, feeling hot out here. Just came in from practice, being outside. Just heard from Tyreek Hill, so but yeah, trying to get in right away because it went a little long today, and got to get in before we actually we're gonna have a little media session with officials ahead of the season. So wanted to check that out if possible.
Gotcha. I got you. So what's the latest bullshit from Tyreek that he gave us?
No, I mean you'll probably like to hear this. He's talking about how Tua's comments they were needed, that they were needed for him to hear that. So it was just a true moment of him now looking within himself and realizing, all right, this is how my teammates, my team, all of them are looking at me. So I think it was good. We talked about it when Tua said it, that him as a leader, he comes forward and makes that call. Puts that out there, and Tyreek had to take it on the chin. You could never imagine Tua saying that back in 2022 when he was a third-year pro, and Tyreek, an established every year in the league Pro Bowler, and then I think Tua really took a stride in his leadership and really sticking it to Tyreek and the team that he has to be. And Tyreek is truly taking that with him and taking it seriously, it seems.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we'll again, it's kind of a wait and see with Tyreek as it is. The bad news: Mo Kamara went to an ambulance and everything, dude.
Yeah. All we know right now is that he is okay. Nothing more than that, but just walking off the field. He was walking under his own power. Had a trainer with him, so it didn't seem like it was actually. We don't speculate, but not like a bodily injury that was affecting him. But
not a health thing, but maybe a limb thing, some kind of a ligament, some kind of damage there or something, but not. Yeah, we're not worried about a heart or breathing issue or something like that's what you're meaning by, right?
I'm not sure. Right. Well, I mean, not really like a bodily muscle injury where he's not limping or anything, But I don't know. I don't know why you would go to the ambulance instead of the facility. So you could imagine what would be the things that you would go to an ambulance for. But just one that's parked, stationary, just right outside the facility. He walks over, so to get some kind of attention over there. Don't know anything beyond that.
Hold on a second, but wait a minute a second. So if you get in an ambulance, the ambulance travels what, like 2 feet, and then you off right next door? I mean, what's?
No, that's the thing. So it's not like the ambulance takes him somewhere. So it was just parked there. So it's whatever they got inside the ambulance that can provide assistance. So like if it's a station that you go to.
Maybe they're just checking something from him. Some kind of.
Right. Yeah. We did hear he's okay though. He's okay.
All right.
At least.
It does seem like it's something like health-wise serious, but maybe he tweaked something and who knows. What else did you learn from the press conference today from Mike McDaniel?
From Mike McDaniel, yeah. I mean, I asked him about the Tyreek thing. And I like the way he's also going about it. So what else did we? Boy, that was already so long ago for me. So I already walked out of practice since it. We got annoyed. Hey, I was trying to do it in a different room. I couldn't do it outside because we got live shots going on, but we have tables slamming and everything over here. But
what is that noise?
We got setup coming in and out. We have people talking in here too. So I mean, it's mayhem. I couldn't do it outside those live shots. We have a press conference with officials of where I normally do it. So, but all right, well, you know what? Mike McDaniel also had some great things to say about Patrick Paul, and he said an accumulation of everything he's done. The 5-week training on his own. The 8-week program in the offseason to lead to what we're seeing from him on the field, which is extraordinary work. I mean, again, since the pads came on, he had another great practice today. He's really stonewalling pass rushers when they come in in one-on-ones, and then just also in the team setting as well.
The Patrick Paul thing, I think, is really good news. And Savanaya also looks like he's, again, we won't find out till you start seeing scrimmages against the team and the preseason games, which, unlike Tua, I would imagine the young linemen are going to get a little run here, in some of these, not just the practices, but maybe in the preseason games. So that part I'm looking forward to, seeing some of these young guys, because right now, so far, they're passing the test when it comes to practice, which is good.
Yeah, well, if you go down the depth chart on the young linemen, I wrote about this in today's practice report. The depth at offensive line is a concern. We've talked about this, but beyond the first team, then those other groups that will be getting reps in preseason, yeah, they are struggling out there and getting blown up. Today was a big red zone day. We saw a lot of that defensive line, that front seven, blow up a lot of run plays at the line of scrimmage, winning in the trenches. But the positive is the starting group of young linemen, when you look at the left side, Patrick Paul at tackle, Jonas Avainaya at guard, I think both of them have been very strong. And Jonah is very impressive for being a rookie and being already thrown into such a situation as a young player, as a starter on that side. And for two young boys on one side of the line, I know some people may have been concerned when you hear, all right, they're going to be on the same side. You maybe would have wanted James Daniels with Patrick Paul or Jonas Avainaya on the same side as Austin Jackson, so they have a vet next to them. But they're holding it down on that left side so far. So I really do want to see how it looks when they go against someone else in the Bears and the Lions in the next couple of weeks.
I'm good with the starting five. I think the starting five will be fine. They just need experience. I like them. I don't think they have any depth whatsoever. The only guy that I really overall was Keon Smith before he got injured, last year. And I know the poor kid's coming back from a knee injury. Yeah. So how has Keon looked at all? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have any trust in Larry Broom or any of these guys.
Yeah, you always call him Broom. Yeah, I mean, Larry Borum has had some struggles. I've seen Keon Smith struggle as well.
On the side, actually, I would. No, but seriously, Keon, what do you have? You seen anything from the young man?
Yeah, he was better. We certainly saw a lot more from him on the field that year when he made the team, and then obviously before he got injured last season in the preseason. So I think it has been a step back for him, and it's tough coming off that knee injury. So we'll see how it develops in camp for him, but it has been a step back for him, which is difficult to see. I'll take you somewhere else on the offensive line. Depth. I know Daniel Brunskill, he's taken his lumps early on in camp, and we spoke to him today that it has been a little bit of a getting acclimated. He has experience with Mike McDaniel, but with what he was doing in Tennessee, he explained how it was more lateral, and the Dolphins are actually, even though it's the wide zone scheme, that they are attacking more as offensive linemen, so he's got to get more used to that again. So it's been a little bit of a challenge for him his first week as well, but a veteran with a lot of experience, so maybe he could turn it around.
I was laughing yesterday because you responded to it also, because Alf throws out that whole thing about, Brumskill and Eichenberg, and Eichenberg has guarantees that Brumskill doesn't, and I'm like, and I tweeted back to him, dude, don't worry about it. Neither guy is saving your season. So if you're down to those guys, you're screwed. So don't kill yourself. Relax, bro. It's just like you're going way too deep on that right now. that they don't have anybody back there, bro. If they have any injuries, it's gonna be bad, dude. It's gonna be
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. Right.
Okay.
Andrew Meyer's another one that you're trying to bring up because he made the team last year as a guy that didn't play, and then so I mean you're counting on a lot of unproven guys or Brunskill. He has the pedigree, but
Pretty
so far, yeah, it hasn't shown yet out here. But it's going to be tough if you have a key injury on the offensive line. I like that starting group. I like the way it's all looking.
yep.
But we know there is no offensive line that stays healthy for 17 games of an NFL season. You know that teams provide these listings of starters game by game. You're never going to see the five offensive linemen be the same names all year. And in some cases, like the Dolphins a couple of years ago, you have double-digit combinations of lines. So once you get down to all those next few guys, then it'll be a challenge for this Dolphins line.
And by the way, of course, this is brought to you by Jeff Welt and Daniel Rheaume. Welt and Rheaume, 954-966-4646. And Jeff and Dan may have cases now because the noise you're hearing in the background is Mike McDaniel now. He is now whipping players when they fail in practice. So he is that. See, there you go. They just whipped another player right now. There you go. It's probably Tyreek Hill getting whipped right now as it is because he's constantly screwing up. So that is the noise you're hearing. That Mike McDaniel is a rougher and tougher coach. As you know, Barry Jackson asked him today if he's going to become a hard ass. There it is. He's whipping players into shape. All right. Now, on a serious note,
That was another one from the Mike McDaniel press conference. That was one where he can't just flip it around 180 like that.
no,
He's got to still be who he is, maybe with some adjustments.
I know, but he's whipping some people there. All right. So anyway, uh, where I found I think it makes no sense whatsoever. Players can't police themselves until they're proven. And so, yeah, once your team is established and you're winning and you're like the Panthers and you've been 6 straight years in the playoffs and deep into the playoffs, and you got a culture in place. You got people that have set the standard and tell you how to do it. That's how you develop leaders. The guys that walked out, one of the guys was on the field today watching practice, Teron Armstead. The other guy, Calais Campbell. These are the people that you need in the locker room to really set the standard and police each other. To me, this is not going to get anywhere because once adversity hits, there's nothing to lean on because this team hasn't proven anything that they can overcome adversity and that they've had success and all those kind of things. That's how you have leaders. That's how you have people that can police themselves. The ones that have been there and done it for the team at the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let's say I gave this example. It's year 4 or 5 of Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas, Tim Bowens, Pat Surtain, and Sam Madison, right? You're a rookie. You come in. You're Channing Crowder. You get drafted. Okay, you got to listen to those guys. It's one of the best defensive units in the league for the last few years. You got a couple of Hall of Fame players walking around. You better listen to what the hell they got to say. You know what I'm saying? That's different. That you got players that can police themselves to a certain extent. I don't believe the Dolphins have that in this locker room, anywhere in the locker room. So that to me is a faulty setup for your foundation. Your thoughts?
Well, the only time you ever, or the only way you ever develop that ability to overcome adversity is by overcoming it once. That's the only way you get that experience is by doing it once. So that's what would be facing the Dolphins now, and then they would have to build that on the fly, coming from last year, having an offseason to get right after that. If Tyreek Hill can be a better player for his team in the locker room, a better teammate, show the young guys the way things are supposed to be done, then those are all the things. If Zach Sealer steps up and takes a greater leadership role, who is a positive role model for the younger players. If Jordan Brooks does that, who is a positive role model, and Alec Ingold as a fullback, and Tua, if those guys take that step up, to fill the voids of a Teron Armstead, a Calais Campbell, who are no longer around. And those are the things you need. And it's on them. It's, as the leaders, it's on Mike McDaniel to turn it around while still being true to himself, not being some kind of 180, let me flip how I coach. He's got to be himself, but tweak how he runs a team and runs his organizations from the player standpoint. So that's how you build that. Is now you are hit with it, then go handle it. So that's what faces the Dolphins in 2025. Period. Point blank.
What do you got going on in the Sentinel so folks can check you out, my friend?
Yeah, just got all the updates from today's practice up on the site. Was running that live, and then now I'll be writing what we heard from Tyreek today on how he needs to be a better version. How Tua's words really hit home for him. That was another one. Another lashing.
As the late great Mad Dog would say, you know, he needs to be from Missouri, the show me state. So show me, and then
right. It's actions, not words for Tyreek, and making sure you're not fucking everything up with your words like you did at the end of last year. Just don't say the wrong words and show with action. Yeah.
But his words carry no weight anymore. He has no credibility. He has to show it. And hopefully he will, man. Hopefully he'll do it because the Dolphin fans need it in a big-time way. All right, follow him on Twitter at David Furones _. Catch his work there at the South Florida Sun Sentinel. And, of course, support Welt Rheaume if you're looking for lawyers that are going to fight for you. The best bookend tackles in town. Until the Dolphins prove otherwise, this is the best bookend tackles in town. Jeff Welch, Daniel Rheaume, 954-966-4646. Mr. Furones, have a fantastic weekend. We'll catch up on Tuesday.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
You got it. There you go.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.